Yo guys, welcome back to the channel. We are back with one of my most requested videos, What If Kid Goku Learned Kaioken? Now without further ado, let's get into part 4.
I don't know why you all think that you should doubt me. I'm a pirate and I say that very proudly. When I pull up with my team, we stay rowdy. Count it up, we're just racking up our bounty. King of the pirates, that'll be me. I'll be captain of the sea.
We left off in the last part with our group just getting their potential unlocked by Guru, as well as sensing several high power levels approaching the planet. Goku and the others recognize a few of the power levels as their friends, and they're shocked to see how strong some of them has gotten. Vegeta and Nappa, on the other hand, they're pretty furious. All these guys that were weaker than them on Earth are now stronger than them? And the Ginyu's approaching the planet too? Yeah, they're pretty pissed. The Earthlings land in some nearby mountains, and they all head over to meet Goku and the others, while the Ginyus make their way to Frieza. The gang's all happy to see each other again, but Vegeta's still pissed and asks how did they all get so strong? Krillin decides not to tell Vegeta and just says, maybe you're not as strong as you think. Vegeta gets even more pissed and charges at Krillin, but is quickly shut down. The gap in their power is pretty large. Speaking of power levels, let's actually cover them real quick. I haven't covered them in a sec. When I did the last part of this video, I covered Goku's group's power levels. I'll put that on the screen real quick for those who need a quick refresher. For this part, I'm going to cover some of the Earthlings' power levels, since they did some pretty harsh gravity training. I don't think they'd be as strong as Goku's group, well, as strong as Goku since they don't have sane biology, aka hacks. But they did the same amount of gravity training as Goku did in canon, with partners, so I think that'd give them a pretty substantial buff at least. Last time we checked Krillin's power level, he was about 45k, but from the gravity training in high gravity, and training with his partners, I'd say he'd get about twice as strong, so let's say about 90k. Same power level as Goku was when he got to Namek. He's not stronger since he had to focus on teaching others the fundamentals of Kaioken, and I'd say some of them did get the hang of it. Now for the rest of the humans. Tien's now at a power level of about 45k, Krillin's old power level. And he's kinda mastered Kaioken. I'd say besides Krillin, he's the best out of the group with Kaioken. He can even triple it. Yamcha's pushing close second, trying to surpass Tien. He's at 43k. I'd say he mastered Kaioken, like basics of it. He can't push it as far as Tien or Krillin or Goku with others, but let's say he can double it, so like base Kaioken. Chaozu is around 30k and 60k with Kaioken. Yamcha and Chaozu struggle a bit with Kaioken since they're not as disciplined as Tien. Not as disciplined, but they at least double their power, so that's pretty good. Alright, back to the story, guys. As Vegeta recovers from Krillin's attack, the gang all sense the power levels from before heading over to them. Vegeta knows he's outmatched when even the Ginyus are about to touch down. He snarls and just flies off with Nappa, while the others are wondering who these new strong fighters are. Krillin tells Goku not to worry about it, and let him, Chaozu, Tien, and Yamcha handle it. Goku, impressed by the new confidence and power of the gang, gives his best friend a fist and heads off with Gohan and Piccolo to find the last ball. Vegeta and Nappa had a similar idea and are flying towards one of the last remaining villages. As Goku's about to fly off with Piccolo and Gohan, he then notices something. Goku then yells at Krillin, "Yo, Krillin! All the power levels are over here!" The gang just decides to fly over together. Ginyu greets Frieza and hands Frieza some of the new scouters, but when Frieza checks his scouter, "Up there!" he shouts. The Z fighters are on the scene, with 3 Dragon Balls in their possession, ready to take the next 2 from Frieza. Goku and Frieza walk up to each other. They both know they're the strongest in both the groups. My monkey. You're the one who's been giving me so much trouble. You're the one who's been terrorizing Namek. There's a silence, and everyone, friend and foe, has a stare-off. Even Vegeta and Nappa from villages away sense the tension. Goku and Frieza's fists then collide, and their epic battle begins. Krillin tells Goku to do his best holding off Frieza. Goku nods. The others try and find the last Dragon Balls. The humans try and get the last Dragon Balls Frieza has, but are confronted by the Ginyu Force. Krillin kicks Ginyu dead in his face, stunning him for a second, and Yamcha and Tien decide to take on Jason Birder. Couch is left on his lonesome to take on Goldo and Raccoon, but Piccolo and Gohan decide to help him. Ginyu recollects himself, but is then met with a meteor crash from Krillin, damaging him even more. Krillin's given him no time to recover whatsoever. He uses his solar flare, blinding everyone on the field for a split second. Krillin's gone. A Ka-me-ha-me-ha! Right behind Ginyu. Ginyu is vaporized. No body switching in this way. Krillin ends Ginyu. The force is left tactless, but continue to fight. Krillin supports Chaozu while Gohan and Piccolo collect the balls. Go on, Piccolo! Krillin shouts. Check the radar. Get the other ones. Frieza's getting aggravated as this fight continues. Ginyu's down now? Sick and tired of his men failing him, he enters his second form, which is now overpowering Goku's Kaioken. Goku stacks his Kaioken up to a triple, making the fight a bit more even. Their battle continues to rage, and both fighters don't let up. Meanwhile, Gohan and Piccolo get the ball from out of the lake, then confront Vegeta and Nappa with the last Dragon Ball. Pairs of warriors know one of them is not leaving with that Dragon Ball. Vegeta and Nappa charge at Gohan and Piccolo, knowing they're outmatched but aren't going down easy. The Saiyans aren't as coordinated as you might think, since they tend to fight alone. Gohan and Piccolo, on the other hand, are more than happy to tag team them. Before Gohan and Piccolo take out the pair, everyone gets a chill down their spine when they sense Frieza's final form. The fight's been going on for too long. Piccolo just knocks out Vegeta and Nappa with a chop to the neck and take the Dragon Ball. The Ginyu Force are all down now due to the Z fighters' efforts. Frieza's pissed, and even Goku's power pales in comparison. But him and Krillin both know what they need to do. They both shout, Kaioken! Times 10! This is barely enough. The two best friends who have trained all their lives together versus the dictator. The Z fighters just watch in awe, feeling a bit helpless, but are then greeted by Gohan and Piccolo, and Dende? All the Dragon Balls are gathered, and the group summon Shenron. Dende asks Gohan, what's the wish? He says revive everyone killed by Frieza and his men. For the second wish, wish everyone to Earth. Goku yells at Gohan. He says wish everyone but him to Earth. Krillin butts in and says he'll fight too. Gohan feels a bit saddened by this, but then Piccolo puts his hand on Gohan's head to comfort him, and tells Dende to wish everyone but Goku and his friends to Earth. Dende's shocked, but agrees to this. The group is ready to support Goku in any way they can. First, Dende uses the second wish to restore the energy of everyone fighting against Frieza. Then the wish is made for the Namekians to be teleported off-world, planet Earth. Everyone else. Goku and Krillin, now with their energy restored, are boasting an even higher base power. The Zenkai pushed Goku to about 2 million. Krillin's power got boosted to about 100k. It's not much of a Zenkai, but I think the energy buff would have helped them a bit. With Kaioken times 10, that's about 1 million. Frieza notices their second wind and is devising a plan to divide and conquer. Frieza solely focuses on Krillin as he notices he's the weaker of the two. Krillin's no slouch with that 1 million power, Frieza's still chillin' and not even at his halfway mark. Krillin's getting a bit overwhelmed, but then something startles not just him, but Goku too. The Z-Fighters and all the other warriors are sending over energy to them, giving them a form of pseudo-power. Goku's base just shot up to about 5 million, and Krillin with the Kaioken times 10 is about 2 million, so this gives them a temporary double increase. Goku and Krillin know what they have to do now. Frieza powers up to about 60% and is enraged. Krillin and Goku shout, Kaioken times 20! Their bodies can't take much more. The two students of the Turtle School, the two rivals, the two best friends, brothers actually, they ready up their signature move. Ka, me, ha, me, ha! The two beams merge, and they meet Frieza head-on. They can't sense Frieza anymore. The gang all head over to check on Goku and Krillin, their power weakening. They both collapse, especially Krillin, since their bodies couldn't take all that energy. As the group try and think of a way to leave Namek, they remember, oh, Frieza's ship. They all decide to head over there. But as Krillin and Gohan are flying, a death beam pierces both of their chests, by none other than Frieza. Krillin and Gohan are dead. Goku just stares at their corpses, trying to process what just happened. He's getting enraged. This pushes him over to the edge. This pushes him to the brink. He starts glowing, an unfamiliar glow to the rest of the group. But to us, we know what this is. Goku's now a Super Saiyan. His screams can be heard all over Namek. He rushes Frieza, not letting him, and beating. This beating is worse than in canon, as he lost two people closest to him. Think of it kind of like the Broly versus Frieza fights. Goku's just wailing on Frieza. Frieza! Goku screams. This lasts for a solid 5 minutes Namek time, but Goku's ready to finish this. See you in hell, Frieza! Releasing an angry Kamehameha, ending this saga once and for all. Goku collapses from exhaustion and rage. Piccolo flies over and catches him. They look for a spaceship. And let's say Frieza's ship works in this what if. The gang are now in space. Where will that ship take them? Find out next time on What If Kid Goku Learned Kaioken. Hope you guys liked this part. I had a lot of fun working on this. Sorry it took me a sec. I kinda was busy with college and all this stuff. And work. Yeah, I just graduated high school and everything. Other than that, where do you guys think the gang will end up? Pampa, Yardrat, or back to Earth? Put it in the comments below. I'm happy to see you guys' opinions. I really love reading your comments. When I wasn't working on videos much, I was really happy you guys really liked this series. Anyways, I'll see you guys. This is Darren. Peace out.